Hello. Can you guys hear me okay? There you go. That's better. All right, we'll be starting here in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me some time. We'll sit here at the main menu screen for now. Just give me a few minutes. I have to make a head call and or bathroom, go to the bathroom, and then we'll get right into it. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I've been away for a couple weeks, weekends, or a couple weekend streams, mainly because I'm trying to figure out what to do. And then I was watching my usual streams on YouTube, the Zebra Monkey crew of Capac and Blitzy, and checking out some of the stuff they've been doing. When I came across a gentleman who's done I've subscribed to his channel and watched a few of his videos called Mr. Fisk. Well, I call him, the YouTube channel is just Fisk, but I call him Mr. Fisk mainly because he touched base on this game because he came across it by coincidence and he's sponsored to do this. I am not sponsored to play this game on the internet or to stream it to you guys whatsoever. So I'm getting nothing from this except for the satisfaction that you guys are going to enjoy watching this, or if you don't enjoy watching this, whichever, and get a little bit of a different perspective on the gameplay and how things are done inside the game. And then some of the features that have been added to the game since I started playing it way back when it first went beta. I happened to come across it. I purchased the game while it was still in its beta phases. It was doing the open beta test. I've witnessed a lot of the changes and a lot of the new things in the game. So I'm not 100% familiar with it because I've been back and forth between playing this, Icarus, Space Engineers, and a few other games. So I'm not going to start a new game because if you want to see the actual beginning and start of the game, play the game yourself, or head over to YouTube and watch Fisk's, Mr. Fisk's, I cannot speak today, Fisk's video, and he will, give you an idea of some of the gameplay that's going on in the game. I didn't watch too much of his video, mainly because as soon as I saw him playing it, if it's a game that piques my interest, I usually end up wanting to playing it myself. So I didn't want to spoil any of the new stuff because it just released at 1.0. So I want to be able to go in and visualize for myself a lot of the changes in the game. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start out. This is your basic starting screen. What you'll get your you'll get a blank file. This says new game. Click on the new game. You get to name it and set the game level and so on and so forth. If you have questions about the game, you click on the question mark. I don't know. If you want to delete the game, obviously click on the trash can. But we're gonna go ahead and load into my default standard 1 game, and where I've as you can see, it shows you the total amount of changes I've already made to the planet. What's really nice too is if you're far enough into the tree, you will see the physical changes on the planet itself when you open up the save game and you log in. Nobody else will see it. If you're having people join you, they will see the standard planet, which is pretty much what we're seeing right now. But if you've gone through a couple of the phases of terraforming of the planet, like blue skies is the first one, and then actually water being developed in the game in there, you will see it on the actual planet itself. It's really cool. They've done a lot of work, and what keeps bringing me back to it every time I see somebody playing it. I want to go in and check out some of the new features they've added to the game. So, all right, let's dive right into it and get to my get and save. Now, I don't have the music on, mainly because I don't want to get copyright striked when I transfer this over to YouTube. So we'll go over some of the features in here, some of the key things. Obviously, your standard movement keys. This is a W, A, S, and D are your standard move keys. Instead of like in if you play Space Engineers, the Q and E keys are actually there's no roll or anything like that in this game. But if you press the Q key, it will open up your construction menu, or AKA your build menu. and your different things that you'll be able to build. Now, some of this stuff corresponds to be able to build this stuff will correspond with what stage or of terraforming you're at. And currently I'm at 53% from the current barren stage to the blue sky stage. That's what this little screen here form is your terraformation stages. It shows you where you're at, and it shows you your percentages. So that's pretty cool. Then you've got the 3 different areas you'll need to focus on in order to make the changes to the planet happen faster: pressure, heat, and oxygen. Then before I go into how we do all that, some of the other screens that are up here, that these 2 will be the first ones you'll be able to craft in the game. This is your interface. These are 2 interfaces. This one is this, obviously with the lightning bolt, it should be self-explanatory, but it is your power usage and output, the amount of energy that you're actually creating, and the amount of energy with the equipment you currently have that's being used. It will also give you the current power available in kilowatts or watts if it's low enough. And then this screen here, there it comes into play. There's 2 different things you can do with this screen. One, let's click on it and show you. All right. So as you can see, the 3 different or the 4 different phases, characteristics of the terraformation that you will be dealing with. Terraformation, the actual how much of the planet you're changing, your oxygen, the heat, and the pressure inside the planet. So each one of these has its own specific tech tree. Depending on where you're at within these numbers is going to determine what is unlocked. So like as of recently, when I reach a certain number, I will unlock an advanced crafting station, and it tells you what number you need to reach to unlock that particular item. So I have to hit 175.0 KTI. Don't ask me what those acronyms are. I'm not very familiar with it. If you do know, please drop it in the message, or if you see this later on YouTube, because I plan on putting it over there tomorrow, and leave a message in the comments below my YouTube channel. So the same goes for your oxygen, your heat level. With each item that you unlock does serve a different purpose, and it'll help you improve. Like, let's see, we'll go forward here. More in particular in your heat tree, you start out, you unlock the veggie tube. This actually increases your oxygen production, the amount of oxygen you're creating. Then you've got these things here. These are what generates your heat. And then you've got your different drills. This increases the actual atmospheric or increases the pressure inside the planet. We'll go around and we'll look at some of these stuff that is going on right now. Oh, I died. And there's my stuff. Must have ran out of food and stuff. You do have to, if you go into the standard game, that's why the game was named standard, you will have to make sure that you eat and drink continuously to keep your health and your life, your water and your health full. And then when you're outside this building, the structure, you will have to maintain your oxygen levels. They have 3 stages of tanks. As you can see, I'm at tier 3 right now. You will start off without a tank. You will have to craft yourself a tank in the beginning from your escape pod. Then as you unlock the tiers and when you start terraforming the planet, you will progress further on with tools and equipment that you'll receive and are able to craft. Like, these are the tier 2 heaters. Eventually we'll get tier 3s. These are tier 2, your veggie tubes. Eventually we'll get tier 3 tubes, but they'll go outside and they have a different purpose. And as you can see, I've made a 2 level, although I have 2 different ladders in here. The third ladder really only serves as a purpose of a way to getting to the top of my compartment. And as you can see, my oxygen level is going to start to decrease. So as you can see throughout the planet, you do not have to have a specific, you do not have to build a field of wind turbines or a field of solar panels or a field of drills or a field of anything. You can pretty much craft these things wherever you want on the planet. And a lot of it, spreading it out, kind of keeps everything from being so confined. So it makes things, a little more open, and you're not clustering up your base per se with all the equipment you're using to craft or to terraform the planet. There are wrecks that you will have to visit, like you see over here. There's a ship. I've already visited that one and grabbed some materials out of there. There's more stuff in there, but I have to progress in the tree further to get certain key things to unlock those rooms inside. There's another wreck over there. There's another derelict over there. There's one over there, and you will have to start searching eventually around the planet. Let's head back inside before my oxygen runs out. And it doesn't sound like you guys are getting my game sound, because I'm not getting it either. Am I? Oh, yeah, I know why. Yeah, there we go. All right, let me just go and shut the music off real quick. So when I go to transfer this over to YouTube, I'm not going to get any copyright strikes. All right. All right, so as you can see, I've already crafted a cabinet. You can label these cabinets if you want to. You can label all of your chests, like I can label these little storage crates here. This is a food planter where you can grow food. Some of the food that you'll grow, you'll need it for other recipes further on down the tree. But they will pop up and as you progress further on in the terraformation of the planet. So what's nice about the veggie tubes, they come empty. They don't have anything in them. You have to put these seeds in them. You will start out with the basic seeds from your drop pod, which was your Lerma seeds. These just start to produce oxygen. That is their entire purpose. There are other ones you will find throughout the game and throughout the game world, like this one here, the Shaga seed. This increases or multiplies the amount of oxygen being produced by the tube that you have it in. So there are different types of seeds you can gather, and they have significant bonuses, meaning they increase your oxygen levels to help you get those points higher faster. So now let's head outside again. We'll go out the front door of it. As you can see, I currently have my base up on stilts, as you could say. You don't have to build them on stilts. I've been building it flat on the ground before. This time I decided I wanted to elevate it a little bit, so I put it on the little scaffolding. These are your first set of power source wind turbines. They're producing about 1.2 kilowatts of power. So you'll have to frequently, up until you unlock the other power source types, place quite a few of them. As you can see, I have them gathered throughout the place. Then there's solar panels. They gather more power. You'll unlock this one here, the tier 1 solar panel, which I'm getting 6.5. But again, solar panels have a disadvantage. They only work during the day. And it does get dark here. These are the tier 1 drills where they increase the actual pressure inside the planet. I have a couple tier 2 drills, but they're out further. You can see in the distance here where I'm pointing at now, that is a tier 2 solar panel. Hey, I've got a new message. The message board, you'll get a standard message first from the company that sent you out here. You'll get that when you place the message screen and the this message screen and a radar dish up on the building on the top. So you'll have to put the communication antenna up first. At least I put the antenna up first and then place the transmission screen. That way you can start receiving messages not only from the company, quote unquote, that you're working for. You will receive messages from other terraformers throughout the galaxy and throughout the universe. So it'll take some time. So let's take a look at see what we got here. So the first one is the message from the Sentinel Corp, telling me my job. You have been chosen. You have chosen to have your sentence communicated and get all the change against the drop to finally terraform this planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and send you required blueprints. Do not try to contact Sentinel Corp. If our sensors do not detect any advancements in terraform process, we will consider missing and the charges will not be dropped. You cannot claim ownership or value over anything of the planet. You are only allowed to use the resources found on the planet to increase the terraformation index. That's the TI. You are not allowed to leave the planet until the terraformation is complete. And then we have another message from the corp. Identification unnamed, corporation ownership unclaimed, inhabitable level null. Section Zetalia Prime, history unknown. Planet unnamed is located in the Zetalia Prime sector, a pre-civilization sector, crossed mostly by trade ships traveling between big space ports. The sector has 842 planets, 13,511 stars, and is about 7,000 parsecs wide. Wow. The planet has been identified as a possible candidate for future colonization. So that's the whole purpose you're terraforming the planet for, is so that you can they will eventually colonize the planet. So now let's go in here. Some of the stuff that you'll see lying around this here, you can't mine that. It's just plain stone. Then you'll see things like this here. Once you walk up to it with the gun out, it tells you exactly what it is. That's magnesium. There's ice. And I just unlocked vegetable 2-3. And we're in the middle of a solar meteor storm, so let's get back inside. To avoid being hit by things. It looks like some of the rock phased through the wall, but that's no big deal. So while you're building and attempting to terraform the planet by collecting resources, obviously you're going to need to wander around the planet anyway, because obviously the only resources that get replenished are the ones that fall out of the sky through these via these meteors. Eventually we can build rockets where we can shoot a satellite up into space to either block the meteorites from coming in, or taking scans of the planet to create a map for us to visualize, but we won't be able to carry with us. And there are a few other things we can do with the rockets later on. Each area has different stuff in it. Majority of this right now, you'll find silicone, iron, titanium, magnesium. Over where these funny looking rocks are at, you will find aluminum. And then you'll find more derelict stuff inside the building there. In certain rocky areas, you'll find things like iridium or uridium. Uridium is red rock that is used to build the heaters. This is cobalt. We're going to grab a couple of these here because we're going to need those later. But my next step, I would go out that way and investigate stuff out there, but I'm not going to right now because there's another derelict in the aluminum field over here that I'm going to go look. Now, there's not just aluminum in there. That's just mainly where you can start finding it from the ground is in this area. And if you get asteroids that land near your base, or as asteroids hit the planet, they may be carrying some of that aluminum. As you can see here, you'll see cobalt, 2 pieces of aluminum and titanium just lying there. I'm not gathering them because you are limited on the amount of space you can have. I would only recommend that you gather the resources that you need. Like if you're going to build something, say like if I were to build another solar panel, I go in, look at required what I need to build that solar panel. Like I need silicone and aluminum to build the solar panel, and then build the solar panel. Once you're able to start building more of the lockers, these stand-up lockers, which is down here in the furniture section, these storage lockers, once you'll be able to start building more of those, that's when you can start actually physically accumulating a lot of resources. You'll also be able to build drills later on as well, where you can start place them in key areas and collect those resources from the drills. Here we go. Here happens to be one. This is one of the tier 2 pressure drills I mentioned. I'm sorry. That's the tier 2 drill, and that's the tier 4. Let's go over here to this derelict, or this rune here. Hop around, jump inside. All right, that one's empty. We'll decraft it. Collect the stuff in there. Craft it. Right, I don't have enough room for everything, so I will head back to base and make space. I will also, with some of the resources I've collected, you will also find these things lying around the place as well. Well, they'll have stuff in them. Sometimes you can find chips. Chips can be used to advance some of your technology as well, or can be used to unlock more blueprints. I think some of your personal equipment to help you move around is majority of what gets unlocked. I think after we get done collecting anything out of that little truck, we'll go visit that ship up there. We'll go up, stop. In here, as you can see, I've already got aluminum stored up. I'm going to actually build another locker. I'm going to move this locker, actually. You can rotate this stuff by using these mouse wheel. And scrolling up and down will get it to move in either direction. The arrow, actually the little triangle up front, points the direction of where the actual doors of the cabinets will be facing. And I'll go there. And I will place magnesium in here. And then I'll put up another cabinet right next to it. And in there, I'll put the iridium in there. And then, can I build another one? Nope. Okay. All right, and now I'll go down and, oops, I didn't want to go up. Go down. I'll go over here. And we'll pull this stuff out. And then we'll put this stuff in. I need another cobalt. Here we go. I need, where's the ice? Ice out. I need to go gather a couple more ice before I start crafting. Ice is used in crafting, obviously, water bottles or water. And then it is also used in some of the oxygen creating equipment. The reason why I'm collecting at least 2 things of cobalt is because the cobalt is used to create oxygen bottles, so that I have spare oxygen while I'm out roaming around, because I'm not always going to be able to get back to the habitat in time. Look at there, we've unlocked the tier 1 nuclear reactor. Obviously, I don't have the resources to build that yet because I have yet to find uranium on the planet. Or one of the areas I've explored so far, I haven't been able to find it. So we'll build one of those probably later on in the game. So let's go to our tier 1 crafter here. And then we'll click on this. We'll craft our water bottles. And then we'll use the cobalt I just gathered to craft some more air tanks. Not that I really need them, but I will put them in this cargo container here. Eat some food, and then drink some water. All right, so we'll grab the rest of the resources out of this truck and grab the crate from it, and then we'll head off and explore the crashed ship up there. At the beginning, it'll give you, beginning tasks, the things you need to create, and beginning steps will need to, as you can see there, well, first steps is reaching the 175,000 Ti, or 170.75.0 KTI. In order to finish that, you will also unlock some stuff when that happens as well. New buildings will be unlocked, and some other stuff in the crafting tree will be unlocked as well. I do highly recommend building those 2 monitors for power source and tier stuff, so you have an idea of what you need to do to move forward, or to or what you need to craft to move forward, or to unlock certain things. All right, well, gather this stuff here. And we'll move forward. We'll head back to the base. Let me top off my oxygen. And drop some of this stuff off, and then we'll go over and take a look at that crashed ship. Or wreckage. And it is starting to get dark out. All right, so we're about 92% right now. So we're almost at the blue sky stage. And we've almost reached the first step goal. And I believe a lot of these meteor storms are happening mainly because you're physically changing the gravitational pull of the planet. So it's actually pulling any nearby asteroids towards it. So there will be other significant things that happen throughout the game or as you progress in the terraformation of the planet. All right, so now let's head out and take a look. Let me drink some more water. And head out to our wrecked ship up here. So this is this type of game is one. It's obviously it's a survival game, and it is also multiplayer. So you can invite friends, into the game, which I'm assuming that are friends on your Steam workshop or your Steam page. Invite them into the game. There's another game that is soon to get co-op as well. I'm looking forward to when that actually hits. I plan on seeing if I can invite the Zebra Monkeys crew to join me in a session starting from the very beginning and progressing through the storyline of the game. I will save that game for a later day. I may stream some of it tomorrow afternoon when I get home from work because I'm also in the military reserves right now. And so, unfortunately, I have to go into work on the weekends. But it's not too bad. I don't have to go back and do any Navy stuff for another month. So I'll get a kind of look at it as a temporary play military, and then I get a little bit of a break. I've been active duty for 18 years, if you've seen my profile, and I'm finishing out the last of my years in the military in the reserves, so I can actually physically retire from the military. I'm also working at the local shipyards with a local company, helping the ship's crew maintain their vessels, along with being a reservist on the weekend, and then doing this stuff as well, and trying to move forward with a little bit of a side career out of this. I still need a lot of equipment in order to make it a full-fledged career that I would like to, are my goals for when I move to affiliate and the other statuses within Twitch and then over on YouTube as well. That way I can utilize things for their correct in what my intended purpose for them are. All right, so we're over at the wrecked ship. Let's get some pretty good views in some of these places we go. There's some ice over here. Now, behind that ice is a little cave, and if you walk up to the ice, it's not going to do it. Oh, there you go. It tells you when it's going to start to melt. So when we reach 100.0 NK, that ice will start to melt. That is also the start of the water phase, and we just unlocked our advanced crafter as well. All right, so let's take a look around the ship. I know it looks light now, but there's a reason I turned my flashlight on, because it does get pretty dark inside these ships. They've got some beds, and they've got some stuff around. You'll find some more of these seeds. You find the seeds, and you'll also find food seeds. There's eggplants, there's onions, and so on and so forth. Take a look in cabinets, because you might find a small box. There's some stuff in here that can be disassembled as well. There'll be a little box at the bottom of your center bottom of your screen to tell you that, hey, this can be disassembled. But when you click on it, it'll be like, well, you can't disassemble it because either there's stuff inside the container or you don't have the right tier of deconstructor. See, here's a blueprint chip right here. That's what these little boxes will usually contain. A blueprint chip. And then we'll take and dismantle this little guy here. We will use its components to reconstruct a new one at our base. And we'll just deconstruct that as well. Some of these derelicts are relatively large. Some of them are not. And then... all right, looks like my my backpack is full, and some of them, like here, some of these things here, we don't have. There it says is 98 tier 2 destruction chip required. Oh, there was something behind there that I deconstructed. All right, so now that our bags are full, let's head out and head back to the base, deposit some of our collection. Let's see, and build us another cabinet as well. See, now we have surpassed the blue sky phase, and as you can see, the sky is blue. And then I believe the water phase is next. So we're going to be pushing for the 100.0 TI, UTI. That way we can start melting the ice, and then we'll start getting lakes and ponds building up around the location. Oop, my oxygen's getting low. There we go. And I'll just say there's a lot of stuff to explore throughout the game. There are other we refer to them as derelicts. They're actually just wrecks or destroyed buildings that have from previous attempts to try and terraform the planet. We will run into a couple of those locations when we start wandering out further. Oh, we gotta go upstairs. The cobalt in there. I'll label these lockers later. And I'll put up another cabinet in here. Now, before I go, I'm only going to be doing this for about an hour, and then I'll do. Hopefully, I can do a full stream tomorrow. I've got some family business that I did take care of here shortly. So I can't stream very long today. But I'll look forward to tomorrow. I will be playing the game I mentioned. I'll put the super metal in there. Earlier, the name of the game is Forever Skies. We'll take a look at one of my save games and some of the added features that have been put in the game since the last time I streamed it. I'll make this one. Oh, one of these. Make that one silicone. Down here. And there's no ores in that one. Silicone, super metal. There we go. Super alloys, I should say. Oop. It's this one. Oh, that's iridium. That's magnesium. There it is. And now, before I get off, let's take a look at how we can unlock that the blueprint that is saved on that chip. So, I mentioned there's two purposes for the lock key interface here that I was telling you about earlier. So, the main purpose for it is to see the type and give you a general idea of what number you need to be at to unlock certain technology. The other function of this screen, as you can see popped up at the bottom of it, is a little blue chip. This decodes that chip and unlocks a new blueprint. Now we have unlocked a new compass for our to build over at our basic assembler or our basic crafter here, as you can see there. And it tells you what you need: silicone, magnesium, and 2 parts aluminum. And I need to hydrate, and I need to eat to craft that chip. There are other chips that you can get in here, things like mining to increase the how fast you recover resources on the planet. and they refer to it as mining, but it's not really mining. You're just collecting the scattered resources. You're not actually changing the voxels at all on the planet. Um, so we'll take a look at some of the stuff that we've unlocked so far. We've unlocked windows. You can actually physically build windows on your pod or your building. Stairs. Now this is the scaffolding or the foundation grid I was talking about earlier. You can build lights. Be mindful. Anything that you that consumes power will have a minus on the energy. Anything that produces power will be a positive energy. Like here on the solar panels, it tells you it will accumulate and produce 19.5 watts per second. Then you've got your reactors. Those are obviously the ones that create the larger amount of power. And right now, we cannot physically build a reactor because the simple fact is I only have part of the materials needed to create that. I do not have the uranium rod, nor do I have, as of right now, a way to physically craft said item. In order to do that, I will need to craft one of these, an advanced crafting station. So I need to grab some aluminum I've got up there, magnesium, silicone, and titanium. So I will go up top, and I will grab 3 bits of aluminum out of there. I will grab a little magnesium. I will grab a little silicone. And I don't have a box for titanium yet, so I will have to go outside and collect some titanium. I think gather some ice as well while I'm out here, so I can get some more water bottles. And there's the titanium. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, you need both crafting stations up in operation in order to craft some stuff in the game. This one here is mainly for your personal stuff, things like oxygen bottle capsules and water bottles, building and crafting stuff, and a flashlight, or torch as they call it, backpacks, your oxygen tanks themselves, your exoskeleton. This will increase your the amount of stuff you can put on, and then obviously you get some agility boots. These will help you walk. Excuse me, walk a little bit faster. As you can see there, increases my movement speed by 15%. While we're here, let's go upstairs, and we are going to craft in the second location here a advanced crafting station. And as you can see, the arrow is already pointing outwards, so it tells me which way the control or the key panel is going to be at, so I can craft things from there. And here's what we can craft here. We got our tier 4 backpack. Our higher tier stuff is what we'll be able to craft here. Our higher tier oxygen tank. This is where we can make the special, the super alloy. Those little balls that I clicked up earlier. This is the uranium rod. As you can see, I have to locate some uranium first, at least 9 rocks of uranium before I can actually create these rods. Then iridium rods. Those will be used for crafting higher tier equipment later on, like your rockets, the rocket engines, and you need those in order to craft yourself a little jetpack. It helps with moving around a little faster than just running around. Not much faster, but it does move you a little bit quicker. All right, so that's all I have for today. I figured we'd take a look at my point of view of Planet Crafter. It's a very interesting game. I'm very happy that it's got co-op in it, or where I can invite my friends to come and play if they want to. Obviously, you have to have the game first, but in order to play it. I'm very happy and satisfied with the progression that they've made with the game thus far, especially when it comes to when let's go to the menu and play now. Okay, it doesn't show the difference. Okay, but anyway, and it also with the ability to see the planets, the progression when you first log into the game as well, being able to see that the planet has changed physically before you even load the game itself. So I think that's relatively cool. So that's my point on planet crafting. Join me again next Saturday where we'll delve a little bit further into planet crafting. Come and join me tomorrow on this same channel as well, and have a look at Forever Skies and some of the stuff they've added to the game since then. They are still in the beta testing phases of the game. Well, it's you can buy the game and play it, but there are still some aspects of the game that are in beta. A lot of the backers, myself included, have been rigorously testing and putting the game through its paces, so when the stuff goes live, it actually functions like it's supposed to on the actual game itself. And the next biggest change to the game will be the co-op, and that will be right before they go to full release. And at the same time, they will be releasing it for the PlayStation 5. So come and join me and check it out. It's a really cool survival game. And I hope to see you all then. And I want to say thank you for joining me today. And I hope to see you all tomorrow and next Saturday. And make sure, and for my YouTube viewers, please like and subscribe. If not, hit the dislike button. And please let me know what you liked or what you disliked about the video. Let your friends know if it piques your interest or you think some of your friends would be interested in some of the videos I have. And then shove them over to my channel. The more viewers and followers I can get, the faster I can start producing more and more stuff. And I can start upgrading some of my systems so I can move a little bit faster. And hopefully my Twitch streams a little bit better. But again, thank you for stopping in. I hope to see you all tomorrow. And until then, there's that and plenty more to come. And I hope to see you then. Y'all come back now, you hear?